I just woke up to the lovely news that Julius Malema and the Red Beret Avengers, who couldn't even assemble a working Wi-Fi router, are demanding justice for a farm attacker near Kroonstad. Yes, you heard me right. Not justice for the farmer's family who were about to be terrorized, not justice for the people who actually live in fear of crime every single day. Nope. They want justice for the dude who broke into someone else's land with bad intentions. I don't know about you, but where I come from, which is South Africa, if you break into someone's house at 2 a.m., you don't need justice. You need a doctor and a cell. Let's start here. The farmer did what every single human being on earth would do: defend his family. If you're sitting there saying, no, I'd negotiate peacefully with the intruder, you're lying. Let a guy kick down your door while you're in your underwear eating knickknacks and see if you suddenly turn into Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi at the dinner table. No, you're gonna grab a broom, maybe grab your gun if you own one, a frying pan, whatever is closest, and you're gonna fight for your family. Now, Malema and his crew are acting like the farmer should have just sat back, continued sipping his rooibos, and say, ah yes, welcome criminal. Please raid my fridge, rape my wife, traumatize my kids, and leave me with trauma for life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But here's the plot twist. The attacker was black. And suddenly the whole conversation flipped. Now it's racism. Now it's the poor black man who was killed by the farmer. Oh, really? So criminals are immune to consequences if they're black. That's your argument. And by logic, the police shouldn't even exist. Just imagine, a car gets hijacked. Hey, sorry boss, can't arrest me, he's black. Grocery store gets robbed. Ish, hands are tied, man. My guy's got some melanin. He's got some of that melanin. Someone tries to stab you. Calm down, this is social justice, not attempted murder. That is not justice, that is insanity. Trying to defend an attacker who was trying to terrorize a family. Malema has turned South African politics into the race card Olympics. Forget the 100-meter sprint, forget the high jump. The real event is how fast can Julius make everything about skin color. So this is EFF logic. The farmer is wrong because he's white. Call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. If the attacker had been white, Malema would have been dancing on TikTok with a victory speech. But because the farmer was white and the attacker was black, suddenly the farmer is the villain, right? Bro, if aliens landed tomorrow and saw this logic, they would leave immediately in fear. They'd be like, nah, Earth is a circus. Beam this up, short. Beam this up, Scotty. We out. Deuces, ooses. Like, let's role play for a second. What would you do if you were in his position, Julius? You're a farmer, you're chilling, maybe watching Generations reruns. Your kids are sleeping, it's at night. Your wife's in bed, and suddenly there's a stranger who breaks into your house with bad intentions. Now ask yourself, what do? Do you, number one, protect your family like a normal human being? Or number two, call Malema for permission? Because apparently, according to the EFF, the Red Beret Avengers, option 1 is a crime and option 2 is the new justice system. Let's be real. The EFF isn't a political party. It's WWE with red berets. It's theater. It's chaos. It's Jerry Springer, but in parliament. They don't care about this attacker. They care about the headlines. They care about outrage. They care about keeping South Africans angry at each other, because the second we unite, they're irrelevant. This is what I was saying in Ronaldo Jos's live stream yesterday. Think about it. When was the last time the EFF marched for schools, for electricity, for safer neighborhoods, for better hospitals? Never. But the moment a farmer demands his family and they hear of Orania, suddenly they're on CNN crying about injustice. Is that leadership? That's not leadership. That is clout chasing. We need to stop making criminals heroes, bro. We made that mistake with George Floyd, and now we're going to do the same thing, but this time in South Africa. And here's the more dangerous part. The EFF is basically turning criminals into martyrs. Die a hero or live long enough to break into a farm and have Julius Malema defend you. No wonder crime is so bad here. If your political leaders are telling you crime is cool as long as you got some melanin, why would the youth ever stop? Especially if they're the majority race. We're literally telling our kids, don't do your homework, go rob a house, Uncle Julius will call you a freedom fighter. Here's the irony. If you want farmers to trust black South Africans, if you want Orania to collapse, if you want unity, you don't march for attackers. You build trust, you build schools, you create jobs, you prove that through action that this country works for everyone. But nah, the EFF would rather cosplay Revolution Aries than actually fix something, am I right? And by the way, every time they pull stunts like this, they are proving Orania and places like that right. They are telling every single farmer, see, you are on your own around here. And then they wonder why some farmers go build gated utopias and say, stuff the rest for the country. You want to dismantle Orania, then start proving its point. Malema's priorities are honestly a joke at this point. Let's zoom out for a second. Look at South Africa. Unemployment is sky high. Load shedding is like clockwork. Gender-based violence is off the charts. Hospitals are crumbling. Kids are going hungry and going missing. And Malema's number one issue, justice for a guy who broke into a farmer, father, and husband's home. That is like your house burning down, and then your neighbor is showing up to argue why your lawn isn't mowed. Priorities. Jokes aside though, the farmer was right here. Strip away the politics, forget the race card they keep pulling, forget the red overalls, and what do you see? A man protecting his family. That's all. And I don't care if that man was white, black, green like the Hulk. If you defend your children from harm, you are not a criminal, you are a parent. Play that part again. Meanwhile, the attacker made his choice. He gambled with his life and he lost. That is not injustice. That is the consequence of crime. He deserved it. So what do? We need to flip the script. Stop falling for all the drama. Stop making this stuff trend on Twitter. Stop letting Malema's circus distract us. Start focusing on real problems. And if you will make it trend on Twitter, then make it trend for the right reasons. Imagine if the EFF was marching for better schools. Imagine if we protested Eskom's failures with the same energy. Imagine if we put this much effort into unity instead of division. That's how you flip the script. So let me close this off with one final truth bomb. Malema and the EFF can scream all they want. They can twist reality, they can cry racism, they can spin this farmer into Hitler if they want to, but the truth doesn't change. That farmer was defending his family. And the day we start punishing people for protecting their families is the day South Africa is finished. So no, Malema, justice is not standing with criminals. Justice is not race-based. Justice is universal. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. Because the rest of us decent South Africans are done playing your dumb game. That farmer was defending his family. That attacker made his choice. And the day we start punishing people for protecting their families, again, I say this, is the day South Africa will truly collapse. Don't let the noise confuse you. Don't let these politicians blind you. Defend your family. Defend your principles. Defend your common sense. And always remember, a criminal is a criminal. Doesn't matter the skin color. Doesn't matter the ideology. Doesn't matter what tribe he comes from. Justice is justice. And this, my friends, is why Malema and the EFF are completely wrong on this one.